Once upon a time, in a bustling city in West Africa, there was a man of God named Pastor Jomo. He was the founder of one of the biggest churches in the region, known by thousands of people. His church was always packed with worshippers, and every Sunday, the streets around the church were filled with people eager to hear his powerful sermons. Pastor Jomo was loved and respected, and he became a symbol of hope to many who were struggling in life. What made Pastor Jomo special were the miracles he performed. People would come from far and wide, desperate for healing from sicknesses, financial struggles, and broken relationships. And miraculously, many of their problems were solved. Some would walk into the church blind but would leave seeing clearly. Others who had been bedridden for years were able to walk again. News of these miracles spread, and his church grew bigger and bigger. But little did anyone know, Pastor Jomo's power did not come from God. The truth was, he had made a dark deal with evil spirits. Instead of praying for God's strength, he had turned to witchcraft. He used charms and performed dark rituals to gain supernatural powers. He secretly bewitched his members to make sure they followed him blindly, increasing his influence. The more people believed in him, the stronger his evil powers grew. At night, when the church was quiet, Pastor Jomo would perform dark rituals in secret rooms beneath the church. He called upon spirits and made sacrifices to keep his powers alive. But as the power of evil grew stronger in him, so did his greed and thirst for control. He wanted to be worshipped like a god, and his heart became full of pride. One day, during a powerful service, something unexpected happened. A young woman named Amma, who had been a faithful member of the church for years, started to notice strange things. She had always felt a strange energy when Pastor Jomo prayed over her, but now, it felt wrong. She decided to investigate and followed the pastor after one of his night services. To Amma's horror, she discovered Pastor Jomo standing in the dark basement of the church, chanting in an unknown language, surrounded by strange symbols and burning candles. She saw him calling upon dark spirits, asking for more power to heal the sick and perform more miracles. Amma was shocked and terrified. This man, who had been the hope of so many, was not a man of God at all. Amma didn't keep the secret to herself. She told a few trusted members of the church what she had seen. They too were shocked, and together they confronted Pastor Jomo. At first, the pastor tried to deny it, but the truth was now in the open, and his dark powers began to fade. The members, realizing they had been misled, started to leave the church. The news spread quickly, and soon, the whole city knew the truth about Pastor Jomo. His once growing church now crumbled. People who had believed in his miracles were heartbroken. Many felt betrayed, angry, and confused. Pastor Jomo's followers slowly turned their backs on him. Some were even afraid to speak his name, fearing the evil powers that once surrounded him. Pastor Jomo's downfall was swift. The police investigated his activities, and he was arrested for using witchcraft and deceiving his followers. He was no longer the powerful man of God he had once been. His name became a symbol of falsehood and deceit. In the end, the truth about his power was clear. It was never from God, but from the dark forces he had chosen to follow. And with that truth, Pastor Jomo's rise to fame turned into a story of downfall and regret. His fall reminded everyone that true power comes from God, and no amount of dark magic or deceit could ever replace that.